Hi, I'm Olivia. I just wanted to shoot a real quick video. I am supposed to be studying right now, so it's going to have to be really quick. Um, but my first day of school was yesterday. So I just wanted to make a real quick video about how it went. It was pretty low-key considering they are just online and hybrid classes. My first lab is tomorrow. So I might do a quick video on that. I might not. I'm not totally sure yet. It depends on how impressive it is. Maybe that's not the right word. But anyway, so yeah. If you are looking to be a nurse and you have already been in college for a little bit, like maybe just switching your major, or you took a real short break, you probably aren't as deeply affected by this unless you're taking like intense nursing courses and you're way in over your head. And I'll get to you probably in about a year or so. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm having to use parts of my brain that I've never had to use before. I'm in a state of nervousness right now. I kind of tossed and turned all night last night, just because I was convinced there was like an assignment I was missing. I would say like the hardest part so far has been trying to learn the format to get into online classes. I think when I first started college 6 years ago, I really underestimated how much you had to do by yourself. And I didn't have any online classes then. I had only on-campus classes, and I was just used to high school where, the teacher like checks in on you and stuff, and that never happened in college. I actually had a totally horrible instant where I missed the midterm, or maybe the final, because I totally wrote down the wrong day, and I was sick, and I didn't even think about it until the next week I came all prepared, and they just reviewed the test that they already took. So that was mortifying. Anyway, it's safe to say that like I've grown a lot. Yeah, I would say I've grown a lot these past few years, and so now I'm definitely coming in with the mindset of nobody is going to help me. And if they do, that's awesome. Like if I have a really helpful professor or really awesome classmates, but that doesn't necessarily happen with online classes just because you're not with anybody. We had a bunch of introductions, and from the people who described their school, and I didn't, so, it's not everybody, they weren't at my college. So they were in a different school altogether because the online classes pulls from a bunch of different colleges in the state. So yeah. So we'll see as time goes on, but like I said, this first part of the semester, I broke my semester into two different parts because my school offers accelerated online classes, and it just, honestly, when I booked my schedule at orientation, I had it a totally different way. Pretty much, I think the only class that I haven't changed is biology, just because that was the only time that would work for me. But I had it arranged a totally different way, that I was doing all my online classes and then I would be having a break from October to December. And I'm thankful that I changed it because I have 3 classes right now. I have biology, which is just, a biology prerequisite. It's just biology. At my school, it's 10-10. And it's just a prerequisite so I can get into A&P next semester. But I have biology lab, which is tomorrow, and it only meets on Wednesdays, and then the lecture part is online. And then I have psychology and communications, both entry-level prerequisites for, I think I have to take a higher psychology. I also have to take a sociology. So anyway, I'm just taking those. Sorry. And I'm super thankful I broke it up because it's pretty freaking overwhelming right now. And it's not even that the course material is difficult, it's just that I am not used to this. So I really feel by the second half of the semester, when I'm doing my other classes, which the second half of the semester I will do just online courses, 2 of them, math and English, but math isn't necessarily my forte, and I'm definitely out of practice. So I decided to not take it at the same time as biology just because math and science are really difficult courses. So I don't even think this math class is going to be that difficult. I'm sure it's just, I think I even took it last time, and I'm retaking it to get a better grade. My grade wasn't even bad last time. I want an A this time. So anyway, I have really, really high hopes. I'm kind of terrified just because, I mean, I'm not old. I'm 24, but I'm old to college students. I mean, they're graduating at this point. So, I mean, a traditional student is. So, yeah. I'm pretty excited though. It's pretty cool. It's funny. I really feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is nice. I'm thankful that I'm doing this. It's really intimidating. It's only going to get more intimidating as I take harder classes. These are just basic entry-level prerequisites, but they do matter towards my GPA, and I'm really, really trying to get a really good GPA this time. So it'll only get more difficult, but I think it'll also get easier in the sense that I'll get used to the course load, and I'll get used to just changing my brain into school thinking. So tomorrow is my first in-person class. I am nervous. We got the overview of the lab, and luckily the first lesson is something I understand, because the second lesson is not something I understand. So when it comes to that second lab, I don't know how I'm going to do. But this first lab, I comprehend the experiment they've laid out. So yeah, we'll see. So anyway, but like I said, you know, I don't think college is for everyone, but I also didn't think it was for me. So I just want to say, like, if you're unsure, if you feel like you want to do something more, I mean, it's not like I just left high school and didn't know what I want to do with my life. I just wasn't prepared what I want to do with my life. And I went into cosmetology school after I did that first semester of college, that unsuccessful semester of college, and it was fun, and I did learn things, and I'm grateful for my time that I spent working in the salon. But personally for me, and this is just a personal experience, I felt like I could do more, that I held myself back because of fear. Fear that I wasn't smart enough, fear that I wasn't competitive enough, and honestly, like, having a family and having a child has really lit a fire into my butt, you know, to say, like, the expression. Yeah, like, it really has made me feel like I want to strive for more. I don't want to struggle financially my entire life. And you know, that doesn't necessarily happen when you get a college diploma, I know, but it is a motivating factor for me. I feel like I could be doing more to impact people's lives and impact the world, I guess, even though that's a really grand statement. I just felt like I wasn't contributing as much in my way. Hairstylists contribute. You make people feel beautiful, and that is important. But my personal experience, I didn't feel fulfillment from that. So I'm scared. I am intimidated right now. This is going to be challenging, but I'm excited. I'm excited to have a second career. I'm excited to push myself. I think that's the most exciting part, honestly. I'm really excited to push myself. I want to see how far I can go, you know, and I think I can go pretty far. I have, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, I have a really great support system, which I think is kind of necessary. I think you could do it without family or a husband or anything like that. You know, they're not definitely necessary to this, but, you know, friends, anything, any coworkers that support you or something. This is such a long, hard journey. I've changed my mind so many times. I'm so hard on myself. I'll make a video later about all the times I've changed my mind. But I've had some videos in the past, and I ended up deleting them. I did it for a couple reasons. I think I overspoke in them, but I also changed my stance. So I'll do a video on that. But anyway, I've got to get back to studying. Anyway, I just want to say, I've just said anyway like 14 times, just so you know. I'm sure you've noticed. So if you're wanting to do this, I really think you should. If you need somebody to tell you, you should. I'm here for you, and I'm telling you you should. I think anything is possible. You know, America might have flaws or whatever. We live in an amazing country where you can do a lot of things that you can't do in another country. And, you know, because of government grants and loan opportunities from the government and just freedom of education, you know, if you're in America watching this, we are lucky. Or if you're in a first world country, you're lucky. Even if you're in Europe or anything like that. So I just think, like, don't let yourself hold you back. You have so many opportunities in front of you. Even if you don't feel like you have any opportunities, believe me, last year I was like, I don't have any money. I can't possibly do this. I'm so, not only that, but I'm so tired. I have no time. And it's like, you can push yourself. You're worth it. Why don't you believe that you're worth it? So I'm here to tell you, stranger on the internet, here to tell you, you're worth it. Push yourself. You can do what you want to do. It doesn't matter what degree it is. It doesn't have to be nursing. But if you're watching this, it's probably nursing. But push yourself, you know? You can do anything just because you're older or a mom or poor or busy or tired. Just do it. Just push yourself. Do one class at a time. Do it online. Do it during the summer. Do whatever you have to do. I don't want to live with regrets, and I don't think you should either. So anyway, have a good night, you guys, and I'll make a video soon, probably on my first week of college or lab or something like that. Something will be coming up soon. I just haven't had anything really to post about until now. So thanks, and have a good night.